today's video, I'm going to do another reading you to sleep video. It's been a long time since I've done one. My last one was very well received, and I think people even now still watch it pretty regularly, so I thought that I would do another one, and this one, of course, is going to be Halloween themed. So I found this book. I wasn't looking for it. I just saw it in a store one day. It is called In a Dark, Dark Room and Other Scary Stories. It is I Can Read Level 2. I remember reading these books myself. Levels 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how far they go up to, but I definitely used to read these. So there are, let me see. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories in this book. They're short and the font is really big, so it's not going to take us very long to go through, but they're little like kid Halloween stories, so I thought it would be fun to go through this and read the book to you. There's one story in here, I'll tell you what it is when we get to it. There's one story in here that actually made me buy this book because I remember it from when I was younger. And I remember it actually really freaked me out back then. I think one of my elementary school teachers had it like in our little classroom library, and I remember taking it out and reading it during like reading time multiple times. So I guess I liked creepy things from a young age. I don't know how it started, but anyway, so yeah, I'll tell you what the story is when we get to it, but let's just get started. I'm sure some of you will recognize some of the stories in here. So here we go. Well, actually, let me see. It says it was retold by Alvin Schwartz, so he probably like took all the stories and put them together, and then the pictures are by Victor Rivas. I'll try to show you as many of the illustrations as I can. I know I'm not super close to you, but okay, so here we go. Should I go this way? I'll go this way. No, I'll go this way. I don't know. Alright, we'll just wing it. So, we have a picture here. Table of contents, which I showed you before. And the foreword, so I will read you the foreword. It says, most of us like scary stories because we like feeling scared. Do we? Yeah, I guess some of us do. The best times for these stories is at night, in front of a fire, or in the dark. Tell them slowly and quietly, and everyone will have a good time. That's so scary. What? Okay, anyway. I don't know if I would let my kid read something this scary, but whatever. Anyway. So the first story is called The Teeth. I will go this way. I was hurrying home in the dark when I saw a man walking towards me. Do you know what time it is? I asked. The man lit a match to look at his watch. It's 8 o'clock, he said. Then he grinned at me. Here, let me zoom you out a tiny bit. Oh, wrong way. So that you can see a little bit more of the book. Okay. His teeth were 3 inches long. When I saw them, I ran. Soon I came to another man. Why are you running? The man asked. I just met a man with the teeth this long, I said. It scared me. My teeth are longer than that, said the man, and he grinned at me. He does have quite a mouthful of teeth there. When I saw his teeth, I ran. "This long," I said. "That's nothing," said the man. "Did you ever see teeth this long?" I took one look and I ran all the way home. Imagine if that was possible. Oh, that was literally the whole story. Okay. Keep in mind it's for children. The next one is called In the Graveyard. A woman in a graveyard sat. Oh, very short and very fat. Oh, she saw 3 corpses carried in. Oh, very tall and very thin. Oh, I don't know what the O is for, but okay. It literally says that. It's like, I don't know. Okay. To the corpses, the woman said, "Will I be like you when I am dead?" Oh. To the woman, the corpses said, "You will be like us when you are dead." Oh, I think it's supposed to be read like a poem, maybe. I don't know. Look how creepy they look. The drawings are pretty cool. To the corpses, the woman said, "Ah." Okay, these are very short stories. This is the story that I remember as a child. It's called The Green Ribbon. I believe there is like an extended version. I think it was rewritten for this book, but there's like a longer extended version, and it like freaked me out as a kid. Alright, so The Green Ribbon. Once there was a girl named Jenny. She was like all the other girls, except for one thing. She always wore a green ribbon around her neck. There was a boy named Alfred in her class. Alfred liked Jenny, and Jenny liked Alfred. One day he asked her, "Why do you wear that ribbon all the time?" "I cannot tell you," said Jenny. But Alfred kept asking, "Why do you wear it?" And Jenny would say, "It's not important." Jenny and Alfred grew up and fell in love. One day, they got married. After their wedding, Alfred said, "Now that we are married, you must tell me about the green ribbon." "You still must wait," said Jenny. "I will tell you when the right time comes." See, she's still got the green ribbon, even in her wedding dress. Years passed. Alfred and Jenny grew old. One day, Jenny became very sick. The doctor told her she was dying. Jenny called Alfred to her bedside. You can see they're much, much older now. She's still got that ribbon. "Alfred," she said, "now I can tell you about the green ribbon. Untie it and you will see why I could not tell you before." Slowly and carefully, Alfred untied the ribbon, and Jenny's head fell off. So basically, from what I remember from like the extended version, I think she was like a zombie, like she was already dead or something, and that's why like her head wasn't attached to her body. I don't know. There's her head. I don't know, I think that's the best story so far. dark room, there was a dark, dark chest. This story actually kind of seems familiar, or it sounds familiar to me. And in that dark, dark chest, there was a dark, dark shelf. And on that dark, dark shelf, there was a dark, dark box. And in that dark, dark box, there was I don't remember. A ghost. It's a scary looking ghost. Tell me that's the whole story. Yep, that was the whole story. Okay, the next story is called The Night It Rained. It was late at night. I was driving past the cemetery when I saw a boy standing in the rain. "Do you want to ride home?" I asked. "Yes, please," he said. "I live on Front Street next to the school." I handed him my old sweater. "It's cold tonight," I said, "and you are wet. You had better put this on." After that, we did not talk. When we stopped at his house, I said, "Keep the sweater. I will get it tomorrow. What's your name?" "Jim," he said. "Thanks for the ride." I stopped for the sweater the next day. A woman came to the door. "Is Jim home?" I asked. "I have come to pick up my sweater." She looked at me in a strange way. "It must have been another boy," she said. "Jim is our son, but he has been dead for almost a year. He is buried in the cemetery." I told her how sorry I was, and I left. I did not know what to think. That's trippy. The next morning, I went to the cemetery, and I wanted to see Jim's grave. Lying across the grave was my sweater. Oh. Okay, that was a pretty decent one. Alright, the next one is called The Pirate. Ruth was spending her vacation with her cousin Susan. "A pirate once lived in our house," Susan told Ruth. "He died in the room where you are staying. His ghost is supposed to haunt that room, but we have never seen it." "I don't believe in ghosts," said Ruth. That's what they look like. But the thought of a pirate haunting her room scared her a little. Before she got into bed that night, Ruth looked everywhere. She looked under the bed and under the rug, in the closet and in the drawers, and behind the dresser, and behind the dresser, and behind the curtains. And anywhere else a ghost might hide, but she did not find a thing. Ruth yawned and stretched and got into bed. She turned off the light and snuggled under the covers. "Just a thought," she said to herself. "There is no one in this room." Oh, I'm sorry. "Just as I thought," she said to herself. "There is no one in this room but me." Look at her face. Then there was a big voice that said, "And me." Okay, I think this is the last story. I haven't been keeping count. page thing. I guess you're supposed to. I'm gonna read that one again. I think you're supposed to read it like a poem. Have you seen the ghost of John? Long white bones and the flesh all gone. Ooh, wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? Okay, I get it. Okay, it rhymes. So I guess that one was just like a poem. The last page has, well, it has this picture on it. But then on the next page, it's where the stories come from. So let's see. This actually will be kind of interesting. So it says, The Teeth, the first one, is based on a story from 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪. I don't know how to pronounce that. Collected in the 1920s by Melville and Francis Herskovits. In the Graveyard is a short version of the traditional song Old Woman, All Skin and Bone. The green ribbon is passed on, a European folk motive in which a red thread is worn around a person's neck. The thread marks the place where the head was cut off, then retouched. In a dark, dark room is known in England and America. The Night It Rained is based on variants of the widespread folktale The Ghostly Hitchhiker. The Pirate is based on a reference in a dictionary of British folktales in the English language by Catherine M. Briggs. The Ghost of John was collected by the Compiler in 1979 from Lynette M. Lee, age 8. And then, I don't know, I guess I'll read. It says more about the author. Alvin Schwartz compiled over 24 books of folklore for young readers that explored everything from wordplay and humor tales to legends of all kinds. His I Can Read books included I Saw You in the Bathroom and other folk rhymes and ghostly tales from folklore. He's also written 3 very popular collections of scary stories: Scary Stories in the Dark, More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and Scary Stories 3. So there's multiple of these books. And then about the illustrator. Victor Rivas was born and raised in Vigo, Spain, and now lives outside of Barcelona. He's been a freelance illustrator since 1987, illustrating books for children and teens. Victor enjoys creating comics, animation, films, and games, as well as spending time with his daughter, Marta. And that's it. We literally read it cover to cover. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a short and sweet one, but I thought that it would be a fun way to kick off October. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Any other fall themed video requests or ideas